Hi, I'm Mike Buttman, and I've got 4 kids, and they're all in their 20s, and 3 of them, my daughters, have gone to Michigan State, and one of them is still a nursing student in her junior year. We were familiar with mission projects. The kids had gone through church, to different projects, and we support different people. One of the trips was to the Middle East, and I think that was the one that, you know, uh, my wife and I were really like, the Middle East with all that's going on. One of the things we were really impressed with in terms of safety is just how well organized Cru is about the logistics, the place, looking out for the students and their welfare, and that really helped us help our daughter make this decision. I think these trips are an incredible opportunity for students to really learn and to grow in how to share their faith openly. And I think particularly in a world like today, we need it. We need young people who are transparent and honest and open about their faith and willing to share to help people around them. They were on their own mission trip. They had to learn about things for themselves. They had to find out what it was all about, and they had to take responsibility to prepare for the trip. And I think in doing that, especially when it's like an overseas trip or far from home kind of thing, there's a lot of maturity that can develop during that experience. Think about the fact that your kid's going to be out there asking for money and asking friends and family for money and contributions and that kind of thing. At first that can seem like, a barrier to wanting to support them on going on a trip. But what we found is the support for our kids when they would ask for support was just tremendous. People really wanted to do it. People were really happy about it and very supportive. And we were kind of blown away by how supportive people were and wanting to help, because they felt a part of it. It wasn't just about giving money to support a trip, but they felt a part of the mission work that our kids were doing. One of the things that we found is, as our girls started taking these trips, is a lot of good things came out of them. We might have initially had reservations and been thinking, what about the raising of money and asking our friends or family for money for the trip, and what about the safety? But once we got beyond that, just the good that came out of these trips was incredible. What was really impactful for my wife and I is the stories that our girls would tell when they would be involved in these trips and come back and kind of give their testimonies. Some of the stories were incredible, and as each of our kids got involved with Cru and started taking these trips, the stories just kept growing. And a couple that I can think of is one time one of my daughters was on a Middle Eastern trip, and this young man made a huge decision about his life, and he was from a different religion, a completely different culture, and he was just impacted so heavily by the mission work of the students and the presentation of the gospel that he basically gave his life there during the trip, and I thought that was a great story. Another way the girls developed, and also something for us parents to consider, is, Matthew, Jesus talks about the Great Commission and the fact that we're supposed to be discipling nations and teaching and discipling and that kind of thing. And what a better way to be responsive to that commission by sending our kids out on their own to do this. So one of the things I would suggest to parents who are having their kids consider going on a summer mission trip is educate yourself. There are some great opportunities to learn about the different trips and the destinations. There's a website that Cru puts out. My wife really got into the website, and that's where she really learned a lot about what they were going to do and where they were going to go and the purpose and the support and all those kind of things. And it really put her and I at ease about what this was all about. If I had to say something to students, I guess what I would say is, you've got this idea, you've got this passion. Really think about it, really be honest with yourself, be honest with your parents, and really take the opportunity to really express your passion. for us at least, thinking about scripture that talks about all things working together for good for those who love God, I think it's another verse that kind of resonated with us, putting our faith into action by really trusting on the Lord to take care of our kids. If we had anxieties or doubts about the thing, all trying to do it ourselves, but really giving it over to God.